Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are going to be talking about our circulation and the importance of good circulation. So this information comes from an article by Dr. Jocker, and it is about bad circulations, the symptoms, the root causes, and some support strategies. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give Dr. Justine a quick text, and she'll be happy to answer all of your questions. I wanted to welcome Dr. Justine. She is our leader here at Justine Blainey Wellness Center, but she is a warrior for your health and wellness. She's active in our community, and she is a motivational speaker at schools and universities, businesses, our hospital system, and at charities. Please help me welcome Dr. Justine.
Hello, everyone. We got a lot of great information about improving that circulation. You ever had cold hands, cold feet, achiness in your extremities? That's what this is about. We're going to have a talk coming up about that hunchback and improving the flexibility of your upper back, areas about your GI, your gut, and that belly of yours, and how to manage if you have a belly ache. And if you've had your gallbladder removed, what are the things that you need to be thinking about, different types of nutrition, and of course, how do you prevent gallbladder problems? And finally, coming up before the end of the year, our last Dine with Doc, it's on stress, and stress increases around the holidays. So how do you protect yourself? That's coming up November 18th. Register at the office. The last one was just amazing. Tons of hand stress management techniques that we taught, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right. Your circulatory system is, that blood system, how the blood leaves your heart and goes to all your body, and then goes from your body, use the veins right back to your heart. It supports all the tissues, organs. It helps you stay alive and thrive. It helps with wound healing, helps with inflammation. And it is part of your entire overall health. And so we're going to be covering the importance of this circulation, what it feels like if you have bad circulation, what are the causes of circulation, and the top strategies to improve that circulation. All right. So the importance, we need that oxygen. Oxygen is all of your energy. We need to get rid of the waste and detox. We need to monitor our temperature, those cold hands, be able to fight infections, help with our immune system, give our muscles tons of energy, help with our skin and our nails, and help with mental clarity. Now, if you do have poor circulation, like I said, you could have cold hands and cold feet, and that's what many people think about, but they don't realize could affect brain fog, dizziness, mental clarity, your skin. It can affect your muscles and muscle cramping and endurance and strength. It can make you feel overall fatigue, affect sexual function. It can create those varicose veins, those little blue veins, spider veins that come up, and it can affect our body's ability to deal with blood pressure. Now, some of the root causes of poor circulation, dealing with inflammation. That's why we've had many, many talks on metabolic disorders and how to help with inflammation naturally. It can affect diabetes, can affect inflammation. That's when you can get glove and hand stalking, numbness, tingling, neuropathies. It can affect, of course, things like atherosclerosis, clotting of those arteries, your immune system. Causes can also be affected. They affect your circulation is being sick, dealing with toxicities like molds, parasites, and dealing with adrenal fatigue, being sedentary, just sitting a lot. Remember, sitting is the new smoking. Nutrient deficiencies, not getting that healthy diet, and not getting proper nitric oxide production to improve your overall health. So we're going to be covering those today. All right, so as we start with number one, chronic inflammation is the root cause of almost all conditions, including your circulation. It affects your heart, it affects your body's ability to push that blood out. It is going to affect your brain, your muscles, your joints, your skin, your digestion, your ability to eliminate with your kidneys. It is affecting your thyroid. So poor circulation is affected by inflammation. Inflammation is affected by your diet and your lifestyle. Number two, we're looking at insulin resistance. So This can be diabetes, type 1, type 2, type 3, looking towards the relationship with that, with Alzheimer's. People who have insulin resistance or metabolic disease don't necessarily need to be diabetic, but they tend to be overweight, having trouble to lose weight, increased appetite, sweating, don't feel relieved by sweets, hormonal concerns like PCOS, estrogen dominance, low sex hormones, skin concerns, blood pressure concerns, and often very thirsty. All of these are signs that you can have poor circulation. Number 3 is atherosclerosis. So they get that big hole for the artery, and then the hole gets much smaller. You can see that in that late stage. So we're often seeing on X-ray calcification of the arteries, and again, giving an indication that those arteries aren't going to be flexible and they're not going to be able to pump the blood the same. And that's when you can also, you see it in the abdomen where you get that calcification. That's like a rusty tube. So this can be affected by diet and different toxins. And sometimes those toxins are in the form of medications. Number 4 is looking at chronic infections can affect circulation, molds, yeast, Lyme disease, viral infections, bacterial infections will affect your circulation. Number 5, looking at molds and mycotoxins. They can, some of those signs and symptoms are, when they affect your circulation, aren't as obvious. For example, that can be affecting our moods and depression and our energy levels. It can affect watery or itchiness. It can affect sleep problems, headaches, breathing concerns, joint concerns, achiness in the joints. So these signs of circulation are not always as obvious as cold hands. Number 6 is looking at toxic load. And this toxic load, when you look at the bucket starts small and you don't notice anything, and it fills up and builds up with that disease. And then it gets higher and higher and higher. And then it overflows on that bucket. And it can, things that can be overflowing with that toxic bucket can be chronic stress, processed foods, overuse of antibiotics and medications, pathogens, different toxins, increased use of NSAIDs, anti-inflammatories, food sensitivities. These are all signs, according to Jockers, Dr. Jockers, that increase that toxic load that affect your circulation. And this is one of the reasons seeing a naturopath to look at your toxic load. Do you need a detox? Doing detox baths, doing an inventory and seeing where we can clean out some of our toxic load to make it easier for our circulation. Number 7 is looking at adrenal dysfunction. And adrenal dysfunction, often people are super fatigued, they're over emotional, they have brain fog, they can't think as clearly, they might have increased gain or difficulty losing weight, difficult energy in the moment, increased anxiety, or often irritable, or get sick often. You just get that increased cortisol hormone response, and it doesn't help us regulate our metabolism, our immune system, our blood pressure. And so adrenal dysfunction, it definitely can be helped with chiropractic care and with naturopathy care, getting the right nutrients in supplements to help you. And of course, learning different home remedies like breathing exercises, stretching exercises to reduce that adrenal fatigue and adrenal dysfunction. Be very careful. It's often goes undiagnosed, and we're not getting the right testing, like hair analysis, more in-depth hormone analysis than your regular blood work that you might do with a medical doctor. 7 major problems that can affect with number 8 is lifestyle. Sitting again being the new smoking. And as we sit too much, certainly it's going to affect your spine and your misalignments. It may or may not lead to back pain or mid back pain or neck pain. The worst thing is is it has no pain, because then we take no action. I can tell you this week, I saw so many patients had no clue that they had a scoliosis, no clue that they were building progressive disease and arthritis. Sometimes as severe as that, it's completely fused, and they had no discomfort and didn't know. So that sedentary lifestyle affects chronic disease. It affects circulation, it affects blood clotting, it affects your muscles, and very, very important to get our bodies moving. Number 9 is looking at magnesium deficiencies. I do believe tests don't guess. See your naturopath. Make sure you find out if you have a magnesium deficiency. Signs for this could be affecting gastro, so you're going to the bathroom, constipation, fatigue, can affect sleep, it can affect mental fog and cognition, headaches, achiness, irregular heart rates, numbness, and tingling. So definitely be very, very careful to check your magnesium. And then there's so many different types of magnesium. Make sure you're getting prescribed the right one for you. Number 10 is looking at vitamin D deficiency. Again, test don't guess. I'm very fair, very white skin, so I do not spend a ton of time in the sun. And so especially in the winter. So it's very important that I take my vitamin D and get enough. And a lot of times people are prescribed 2,000, and you need way more, closer to 5,000 a day, especially in the winter. But always test, don't guess. See your medical doctor, see your naturopath to determine, because your circulation, muscle fatigue, your blood pressure, your endurance, your strength of your joints, your moods, how you manage pain is all related to that vitamin D deficiency. Number 11 is looking at nitric oxide. Many people don't follow nitric oxide, but most, if not all, chronic diseases, including cardiovascular diseases, are affected by nitric oxide production. You can see this article by Dr. Jockers. It's very, very important to be able to increase our nitric oxide, and that's very much helped with exercise. And if we don't have that increased nitric oxide, then we're more prone to heart attacks and heart disease. And that's why there's certain nutrition. You'll look at some of our websites in looking at, for example, beets and cranberries, and there's different ways to help supplements increase your nitric oxide, and foods, but very important, exercise is one of the number one ways. And the goal is to be exercising most days of the week, 5 days a week, minimum 30 minutes a day, getting your heart rate up a minimum of 30 minutes a day to maintain. That's not to improve your overall health. That's 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, just to maintain. So what are some of the natural health solutions? Number 1 for helping your circulation is an anti-inflammatory diet. This is not a weight loss diet. This is how to reduce inflammation so those arteries can be nice and big. So getting rid of those refined grains, the white bread, even the whole wheat bread, the brown bread. You want Ezekiel bread. You want to make sure that you have seed bread, right? Oatmeal, just to look towards reducing not all bread, but just getting the right qualities of bread, getting rid of your deep fried foods, your fried foods or your fast foods, your poor oils like vegetable oil, and looking towards adding those healthy oils like avocado oil, olive oil, adding lots and lots of greens, this much greens, full hand of greens, once to twice a day medium, going to those healthy fats from your meats, so grass-fed, free-range meats, and chicken and turkey as we get into that Thanksgiving season, and of course, wild fish. Different ways to get that inflammatory diet. We have so many talks on this, but adding turmeric, adding curcumin, adding coconut oil, fermented vegetables, your spices like basil, oregano, thyme, rosemary, sage. Get those out along with your garlic and your onions, chives. Chives are easy to grow in the windowsill. Rosemary is easy to grow on the windowsill, even over the winter. Add those to your foods as much as possible for your anti-inflammatory diet. So that one's an easy, because those are add, and they're very inexpensive. Number 2 is trying to eat more colors on your food. And definitely that green one. 69% of us not getting enough green foods to get those healthy nutrients. So when you look at this slide here, 8 out of 10 Americans, this is a US slide from Dr. Jocker's, are not getting enough color in the food. We want the red, the purple, the green, the white, the orange. We want all of those colors. So as you're getting into Thanksgiving, think your turnip, think your squash to add, get your pumpkin and get those pumpkin seeds to make sure we're adding more colors in our diet to reduce inflammation and, of course, to help circulation. Number 3, as we talked about with magnesium, with nitric oxide, is we need to move. When we move, that increases your circulation, increases lymphatic drainage. That gets the toxins out, helps get the neurotransmitters to our brain so we can focus and have better cognition, helps the joints have lubrication so there's less stiffiness and achiness, improving our mood, our clarity, our memory. So there is not any reasons why we all need to move. And if you have challenges with moving, look to our sit and fit videos. We have many of them on our website to make it a little easier and get yourself started. Number 4, good quality sleep. You need a cool room, warm blankets, dark environment, no TV, no blue light right before bed, creating those routines, getting rid of that caffeine later part of the day or sugar later part of the day, getting ourselves a wind down routine. So we have many talks on sleep, also on how to increase the quality and position for sleep and what kind of pillow. All of that's on our website. If you're sleeping on your back, small pillow for your neck or roll for your neck, pillow under your knees. If you're sleeping on your side, pillow the same width as your shoulders so you don't get your arm up, pillow between your knees and pillow between your arms. Number 5 is good quality water. Tap water is not the same, so have some form of filtration system. You are always welcome to get water at our office, so come with a water bottle and fill it up. But getting that good quality water, bought water isn't that much better if you're just getting a 500 ml water bottle, because it's full of these toxins that can affect your circulation. So improve HEPA systems for your air quality, and then making sure you change your filters regularly in your house and improving your water quality. Number 6 is looking at mold and mycotoxins. Definitely doing a regular check 3 times a year in your home. We made the mistake of not doing this regularly and had some shingles fall off, and eventually we had black mold in our roof. And I was very fatigued at first, and I couldn't figure out why. I eventually had to move out of the house. It was Christmas time. We had to not only replace our roof and our shingles, but replace all of our insulation and get rid of that black mold. So it happens very slowly with leaks, water damage. So looking at dehumidifiers, making sure just detection is really important, and early detection. So setting up a notice on your phone, on your calendar, that 3 times a year you're actually checking your attic, you're checking your basement, you're checking your rooms, you're checking your kitchen, you're checking under any faucets for any damage and mold buildup or water buildup. Another natural strategy is supporting your gut health. We do have a talk on belly ache, and your gut health is super important for your circulation and your immune system. So getting rid of, for the R's, you'll see the 5 R's here, and definitely talking to the naturopath or the holistic nutritionist here to remove the damage, replace with a healing gut and those digestive enzymes. re-inoculate those good microbiomes, those good bacteria into your body, repair your gut lining with things like aloe vera, licorice, and then create a system to rebalance with your chiropractic care, with your meditation, with your exercise, and your healthy nutrition. So if you think of these 3 R's, remove, replace, reinoculate, repair, and rebalance, this takes some work, folks. It takes some work because we're so used to just not paying attention to our gut health. And yet, this could happen, damage can happen. You don't necessarily have to have diarrhea or constipation. You just might be not going to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day. You might only be going once every 2 days. And this is leading to build up slowly. So see the naturopath, ask questions. When you're getting adjusted, that will reduce stress on your nervous system, and the nerves from your vagus nerve goes down and really affects that brain gut access to your digestion. Looking at reducing stress, your sympathetic stress, and helping your parasympathetic nervous system to rest and digest. Number 9 is looking at regular sun exposure to get that vitamin D that will stimulate that nitric oxide we talked about, and vasodilation, opening the arteries and helping with circulation. It will help your skin. It will help your immune system. It will help you get rid of those bacteria, reducing inflammation. So your regular sun exposure and your vitamin D is super important. The goal in the summer would be to get an hour for the majority of your skin. In the winter, it's much more difficult, so you may need to look at vitamin D supplementation. Number 9, looking at infrared saunas. If you can't get to a sauna or own your own infrared sauna, which is myself, you can look to do it at some saunas at some of the community centers that they have them there, or looking at hot cold showers, contrast showering, to try and help with detoxification. Really, sweating is good for you, right? We need to help your circulation. We need to get toxins out, and sweating is one of the ways you can do that. And number 10 is looking at infrared light or red light. A lot of people will purchase their own because it'll improve your mitochondrial health, and improve circulation, improve sleep, improve collagen, reduce that inflammation, help your skin, help your hair, your nails, promote wound healing. So lots of advantages with red light. And some of the different wellness centers offer it, or you can purchase yourself that red light. Number 11, I have done this pulse electromagnetic therapy. There are different wellness centers that offer this because it can increase, according to Jockers, your oxygen production. So it's going to improve your circulation. It's going to improve your ability to adapt to those nutrition, those supplements, and help your body absorb those nutrients. So it's really just increasing your battery, just like your phone. If you have no bars, it's trying to increase the bars for your body to increase that energy, increase that circulation. And it also is something you can purchase for yourself to have at home, just like that red light therapy. Increasing your magnesium, that's going to help your muscles, both your big muscles, but also your smooth muscles. So this is a product from Dr. Jockers. Check which kind of magnesium you need. There are many different types, but it does help with circulation. And get advice from your naturopath to make sure you have the right kind of magnesium for yourself. Number 14, this is US stats, but check your vitamin D levels, and then make sure you are monitoring, you're taking enough vitamin D supplement, making sure you get pure vitamin D or vitamin D with vitamin K in order for it to be absorbed better. Number 15, resveratrol and quercetin. These are natural anti-inflammatories that help with circulation and reduce that oxidative stress. You can purchase these at many different health food stores. Your circulatory system, right? It includes, remember, all these hearts, all these arteries can affect those varicose veins, the hot and cold, but even more, remember, it's affecting your brain function, your memory, your energy. So super important to take care of your circulatory system, your arteries, your blood supply moving, because it affects chronic disease. And we went through, 15 different ways to support your circulatory system. Now, in order for your circulatory system, your arteries to function properly, your brain has to function properly to send those messages from your brain down your spinal cord to your heart to help pump and function better, to send your heart pumping, to send the blood out to all of the different organs, tissues, and cells into all your extremities. We need that nervous system functioning 100%. And if there's damage to the nervous system, that's an area that twists and turns and compression on your nerves, you cannot function at 100%. You cannot function at 100% if there's pressure on the nerve. So I highly encourage everybody, get your nervous system checked, just like you get your blood pressure checked, your eyes checked, your teeth checked, your circulatory system, your digestion checked, your blood work checked, your urine checked. You get your nervous system checked on a regular basis. This is the master controlling system for your entire body. So happy you're with us today. We are here to help you. Share this with friends because we want you to be our healthiest. Our mission is to make a difference for you and to learn one new thing every single week. So upcoming amazing talks, and sign up at the front desk to learn more about managing stress, because that will help everything. So we had amazing stress talk coming up, and how to manage the holidays and the pitfalls over the holidays. Sign up for the Dine with Doc at the front desk to reserve your seat for you and a friend. We'd love to see you there and help you learn more. So we're here to help. Please do a review. Connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, website, Instagram. We are here to help you be your best and to help a friend. Stay tuned and look forward to being with you again soon.